quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On third down, it's Connor. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he will have the first down but hold everything. The flag is down. This one might not stand. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag.
Still fourth down.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a handoff to Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. On second down, Connor looking for space. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout. But still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And this game is over. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. Running on first down, Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask, defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals 17. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. This is Kelly. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Hopkins' kick is... take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second and 6. On the handoff, Connor. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 68 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run is Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8.